So, for anyone watching, hello. You should already know who I am. Please, come on, guys. And here's a Canvis art for my fourth place winner in the obviously giveaway, as the title says, and as the link should have said in the original Tumblr post. Right. Well, the fourth place was. Oh shit! I forgot to mute the little live stream in the background, so I just heard myself. Ew.
Mine, I have it on a different tab.
Hello. I can hear it though.
Oh, I hear it. Oh.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah.
That...
Plus that can be very disorienting. So I've done it before, and I had it online. Like, oh, I should probably hear the other person online just in case, but no, it wasn't.
I had it open in a new tab, and I could hear it, and I was like, "Whoa, wait, that doesn't
wait. That doesn't sound right." But yeah,
I will just view it on my phone instead.
Fourth place, and for anyone that I guess didn't see the update or the picture that I posted of the third place winner, there was some communication problems, so I made them the picture and then skipped to the broadcasting for fourth place, so yay. And then the fourth place prize was one full picture with no background.
Yep.
I believe. And there's our usual. Hi, Iris, in the chat.
Iris, as in
Iris Prism.
Yes, we've never talked. We follow each other on what's it called, DeviantArt and stuff. Yeah. But we've never really talked. Okay, this is not working on my phone either. Like, it's way lagging.
Well, yeah, that's always going to be a thing. The input lag is always going to be a thing because it can't. Especially my internet. It's not going to be like, oh, it's broadcasting now. You're going to get what you're seeing, what we're seeing. They're not going to see what we're seeing, like the instant it happens. Okay. Yeah, true. So don't worry about that. It will always be a minute or two behind. I just have it open.
I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I can watch the chat, but I can't.
Yeah, I have it muted so I don't hear myself or ourselves.
Okay. All right. That makes me more comfortable. I cannot stand to hear my own voice.
What is this? Yeah, neither can I, because recently I did a dramatic reading of my first dramatic reading of my of one of my most recent fanfictions, Luna's Castle, and I changed my voice in it so I didn't sound so atrocious to my ears. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah, once I start making reviews, I'm not even going to be able to watch them because I'm going to hate the sound of my voice.
Hate editing them then, because oh god, listening to the sound of your voice can always be. It's also disorienting because obviously you don't hear what you actually sound like because biology.
Yeah. My choir teacher made us record ourselves during play practice so we could hear like what notes we needed to hit. And once I listened to it, oh my gosh, it was so
ew.
I wanted to rip my ears off. I hate my voice so much.
Yeah, the first time I ever recorded myself when I was like 7, and I listened to it because I was just singing random notes, and I was just like, that's how I sound like? Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, I get so many weird voice things, like voice cracks, and my voice just goes up and down and off pitch.
Yeah, like my boyfriend's always like, "Oh, you have such a cute voice." I'm like, "Really? Really? Yeah. You think it's cute? I think it's atrocious."
Yeah. I don't know. I am like, I guess I'm tired or something because I am just laughing at everything right now.
Yeah, well.
If you like hear me choking,
just assume it's laughter.
Trying to hold back a laugh.
Yeah, but I'll assume it's laughter.
Yeah. I get so nervous about these things. Like, again, this is my first time doing anything like this. So I'm like nervous and I don't want to talk and I will just like laugh maniacally. So Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So we're not just rambling on like this. Do you want to get on the first topic?
Yes. Let's go ahead and do that and make it not so awkward.
All right. Yeah. Thoughts on season 5? You want to go first?
Well, I mean, it's about the end. The very last episode is on the 28th, and so I mean, I'm wondering where that's going to bring us to. I know on Twitter, John Delancey said something about like a year's hiatus for season 6. So
again,
which is why I wish they would have done the Equestria Girls 3 in between season 5 and 6, because that at least that would give the bronies something to look forward to during the hiatus.
Yeah. Well, it's probably the best thing that thoughts on season 5, like how it's already done so far, like how the episodes have done. Yeah, but season 5 is like the best one so far in my opinion.
Yeah. I think I would agree with that. There's a few episodes that I haven't really liked. They've just kind of bothered me. Like, why did we need this episode? Why did they make this character like this?
Like, which one? I could think of Princess Spike being that way, because, oh my god, I think that's probably the worst episode. I can't say worst, because there hasn't really been any too bad episodes this season, but out of all of them, that's my least favorite.
I don't think there have been any bad episodes. There's just been some that have annoyed me, like
why was this a thing?
Yeah. It wasn't exactly a bad episode. I just think that the way they put Rainbow Dash's character in that episode, it just bothered me. I didn't like the way she acted. There was no extremely good character development.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
Thanks for the memories. It was a cute episode.
Yeah. It was cute. I like that, but the way that Rainbow Dash was portrayed as being extremely stubborn, it was no.
Yeah. Whereas
I could see Rainbow Dash acting that way, but in that magnitude, maybe not. But yeah, stopping Winter, please, Rainbow Dash. We know you're not an egghead, but please.
Yeah. Whereas in the Rarity episodes, the 3 Rarity episodes we got, I really liked those, and Rarity is my least favorite character. So
how dare you? I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand why people don't like Rarity, because she can come off as really sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, and Iris is talking. I did not sing good for that parody. No.
I thought you were pretty good. I listened to it. I thought it was pretty good.
But I was sick at the time, so I could have done so much better. And also, she said today's episode was meh. I kind of agree. It was okay, but could have been much better.
There was really no point for today's episode, in my opinion.
Twilight finally got something, I guess, and Fluttershy, I guess they just needed all 6 characters to do something before they could do the season finale.
Twilight kept ignoring Fluttershy and putting herself sort of above Fluttershy. She's like, "Oh, I'm the princess of friendship. Oh, because I'm the princess of friendship, you should do this."
I'm princess of friendship, and she is also. You have to realize she is always whenever she gets really excited or nervous, she does tend to do that. Like it's not the first time Twilight's ever not noticed her friends because of something happening, especially Fluttershy, because it's Fluttershy. I'm sorry.
This is true.
Tis true.
They made it. I feel like they made her sound all stuck up, kind of like a snob, and like it just annoyed me the way she acted in today's episode. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
it just bothered me.
But then back to Tanks for the memories. Yeah, but then it was also a great way for Hasbro to tackle the concept of death, and I guess besides Fluttershy, Fluttershy dealing with her first animal casualty, I guess Rainbow Dash would probably be the best because Tank. Tank is the only creature that has to hibernate out of all the main 6 as pets, as far as I know. Spike doesn't hibernate. Winona doesn't have to hibernate. I don't think Owlicious has to hibernate because I know Owl's still
Or Opal or Angel.
Yeah, and then Angel, but then again, Fluttershy is used to them all hibernating already.
Yeah,
so
this is true.
So, and then Opalescence. Oh God, Opalescence doesn't have to hibernate.
Opalescence and Angel Bunny
she
are going to end
enough.
up like an evil duo.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm surprised with that one episode just for sidekicks. They didn't do more. It was just Angel doing things and not Opalescence doing things to bug Spike. But then again, Opalescence is like, you bug me first, I'm gonna bug you then. Which Angel's just all like, I'm gonna bug you for the sake of bugging you.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a dick just because. Just because I want to get on people's nerves.
Yeah, because it's ironic that my name's Angel and I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I really don't care.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
So season 5 going good.
Season 5, I don't think it has a worst episode. It has a couple of episodes that are unlikable, but it doesn't. To me, it doesn't have an actual bad episode.
Yeah, it's like this episode could have been a lot better, but then again, it could be a lot worse. So that's a thing with a good majority of the episodes. Like let's pinpoint Slice of Life.
Slice of life, like in English today. That was actually probably my favorite episode just because it didn't focus on the main characters, and I am a sucker for background characters. I love all the background characters of MLP. Yeah. I've always loved the background characters. I loved all the little surprises they put in that episode and the references and everything.
It's a great episode for the fandom, but then also the story that is there is great, but the way it could have been conducted could have been a lot better in my opinion. Like it was good as the way it is, but from a storytelling standpoint, it was not very satisfactory.
Yeah, because it had no really like
if you were new to the just the TV show, not the fandom, you had no idea what the fandom was doing. You'd probably just be like, what is this?
Yeah, what is this?
What is this? What's going on here?
A story.
It was episode.
Hopping from ponies to ponies.
Well, yeah, that is a story. It's also like what Silverquill said. I will steal his idea / theory. Not really, but like it's the slice of life. Despite the show being a slice of life show, is the most accurate to how the real world works because individual stories that are somewhat tied together but yet individual, all going for the same yet different end goal. So it's the most accurate, I should say. But yeah, it was still better. It still could have been done better. And also Iris, not Isis. Oops. Iris Prism. We have seen Family Feuding in other cartoons before, so this is unoriginal that Hasbro has done. You have to realize everything that Hasbro does is almost unoriginal.
Yeah.
My Little Pony itself is unoriginal.
This is true.
It is very true. And also, when you look at other episodes, you see the same things done. But I will agree with Iris. This episode, today's episode, could have been done a lot better too.
I agree.
Yeah, it could have been done a lot better. It's been played out better in so many other ways and so many other shows.
Normal family feuding thing. It's like, oh, these two groups have a problem. Oh, let's fix it.
They don't know what the problem is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't even know why they're fighting, but they have to fight.
I get, they're fighting for the sake of fighting. That's never good. That's honestly for who wrote that episode this week. I didn't see who wrote it, but
I don't know. But
I wonder if they That's another thing you have to think of. Like these writers are thinking of like, oh, if we do it this way, and they know what they're fighting about, it's just like this so-and-so episode. Like I'm gonna take it from another show that I love and watch, or used to watch, because I'm like 3 seasons behind now. Bones. They did that with Family Feuding, and they found out the problem. They knew why they were fighting. It's because they thought 2 people killed each other over the feud, and that's what started the feud. But really, it was a misunderstanding, and they were supposed to be lovers. In this case, that's what I thought they were going to go for, but they clearly didn't. I will say the end was decent, but yeah, no. It would have been better if they knew about the problem to begin with.
I liked where they showed like the history between the very first McColt and very first Hooffield guy.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought that was cool
great.
that Fluttershy told that story. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, let's see. The Hooffields and McColts, written by Joanna Lewis and Christine Sonko.
Those don't sound familiar. They must be the new writers from 2 of the new writers from this season.
Yeah. I think today's episode, it had no specific, it didn't have any like meat, if you will. It was just kind of like a bag of chips. Like I'm hungry. I'm putting things in food term now.
I feel fat. I'm gonna eat fattening food. I'm not gonna eat healthy food that's actually gonna fill me. In honesty, it's kind of it's like a bag of chips. It satisfies you for a bit, but it leaves you even more hungry, or it fills you up with like. Let's say your hunger is for questions, and it leaves you hungry for different kinds of questions that you don't really want answered. It's just like, what happened here? But it's not important.
It's not relevant to the main story.
Yeah. Oh, great. And did I do that on the wrong? Yes, I did that on the wrong layer. Oh, great. I hate that.
Except that at the end, how Twilight was foreshadowing, the map's going to call all of us to a different place. Oh, this different stuff is going to happen.
What happened if a pony came up unexpected? And I've only seen the thumbnails for videos talking about the finale spoilers, because I don't really like having the finale spoiled. So
Same.
I watched that, and it was, or no, I didn't watch that, but from what I've seen, someone does come. I won't say who, because I don't know if you've actually seen the thumbnails either.
I have. I've seen spoilers everywhere.
Well, we won't say anything for the other people, but someone does come back, and that's what's or comes. I shouldn't say come back.
I mean, what sucks is that the fandom is expecting it, but the characters aren't. I mean, because a bunch of people have already seen the spoilers and stuff, so
that's what especially bugged me about season 3's spoilers. Like, we knew what was going to happen to Twilight. She was going to be a princess like months beforehand because stupid Hasbro.
I didn't even know about that episode until it aired. Because I had kind of.
But even the commercials were like princess coronation. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. Whoop-dee-doo.
Yeah. I had kind of sort of been in and out of the fandom, and when that episode had aired, I wasn't very into the fandom. I didn't start learning about the bronies or anything until that about.
It was so funny because coincidentally, like how I said I was an FFA before we started this call, I was watching it with my cousin, and I felt like I was dying inside because I was like, we already knew what was happening. Stop it! And while I was dying inside, my fair project, which was a bunny at the time, was attacked by my dog, so that was dying at the same time. So I was like, ow. My life.
Oh,
fine. That bunny was a living angel, so I'm good.
A living angel.
I was both crying and laughing when I saw it dead. I was like, I'm free, but I'm not making money.
Fluttershy would say to that. I wonder.
Like,
I just wonder.
Monster.
Wow, that was a really good voice. I cannot do Fluttershy's voice. I cannot do any of the characters.
I can hardly do Fluttershy, but I can do a decent Fluttershy impression. Like, my friends always be like, do the Fluttershy, yay, and you know. It's okay, but it's not Fluttershy.
Yeah. The only voice I can do the lady from Monsters Inc. I can do Roz, the snail lady.
Mm. Oh, let's see.
If
I
you
already
want me
said
to,
something
I
else.
will, but I don't want to scare anybody because everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, did you actually voice act her?" I'm like, "No, I wish, but
Oh.
no."
Oh, let's see. Well,
I guess
next episode is supposed to be good because there'll be a guest star.
Ooh, what is the next episode?
If it,
Do you know?
I don't know if it's the season finale. I don't want to know. But
I don't think
if
it is.
it's a guest star like Weird Al was for Cheese
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich, we're in for a
A
at
treat.
least decent good episode.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Cheese Sandwich. Don't say anything, Iris, please. Don't say anything. We wanna find out ourselves. And knowing me, the reference or the person will probably just fly over my head until I read the fandom. It's like,
Oh, I know what it
this
is.
person.
I know what it
Who?
is. Have you
Because
seen any of the
beforehand,
dramatic?
a lot of my friends wanted to kill me because they're like, "You don't know who Weird Al is? He did White and Nerdy." I was like,
I didn't know
that's
either.
like the only song." And then Eat It, and
Yeah.
White and Nerdy are the only two I've really heard of. And my friends also wanted to kill me, except for recently because I haven't seen a few of the classic Disney movies.
Mm.
They wanted to kill me over that too, but I finally watched Pocahontas. I finished Hercules yesterday, and I started Sleeping Beauty, but it's boring as all hell. So
There's a
I
bunch
was
of
watching
classic
that with
Disney movies I've never seen either. Like,
yeah, a lot of my friends are like, "What kind of childhood did you have?" And I'm like, I don't know. And I just my boyfriend had me watch Star Wars a long time ago because I haven't seen any of the Star Wars movies.
same.
But we watched like all 6 in a day, and I was like, I'm so informed now. My head hurts.
I've never been one for sci-fi or anything, so I've
I
never
love
seen the Star Wars.
sci-fi and historical stuff, especially like I said to you beforehand. I've been watching what was it?
I think
Oh
it was
God,
like
the word escapes my mind, but I've been watching videos about like dinosaurs and about ancient creatures.
oh yeah.
I like the past. I like the past, and I love thinking about the future. Just
Yeah.
not my own future.
I would rather think about my future than my past. My past is awful.
The past intrigues me. Like I want to read like past literature. Like I want to. The book that I want to read up on is King Arthur so far, and I've yet to find a copy of it. But my school library probably has it. But the thing is, my attention span is so little too. That's why I hate reading. I can write, but I can't really read.
I was a big reader. That's all I did. I got in trouble at school for reading. But now I'd rather write than read.
Book rebel. Book rebel. Book rebel.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. So that's all traced out except for the stripes. Let's see how this looks.
It looks really good.
And then let's get rid of those sketchies. There. Now that looks good so far.
Yes, it does.
I was going to say decent, but it does look fantastic, doesn't it?
I think it looks great.
Okay. All right, and then I'll start adding the stripes. But yeah, all right. That's enough. That's enough about I guess this the first topic, because we have like 9 more, and we're already, unless we want to go more than an hour, which most broadcasts have gone on for more than an hour.
Yeah, they've all been like an hour and a half.
We haven't started the second discussion, even though it kind of was the part of the first discussion.
Yeah.
All right. Best episode. You had said season Slice of Life, right?
For me, that's been the best episode so far for me.
I can't really pin down my best episode, but it's gonna have to be a feelsy episode because I like feels and I like cute stuff. So
Actually,
Griffin the Brush Off and Amending. No, not Griffin the Brush Off. That's the first one. The Lost Treasure of Griffinstone. I always want to say Gryffindor. And then Amending Fences are 2 of my favorite episodes so far.
Oh yes, I loved Amending Fences. That was so cute.
And then I also like the Heartbreakers. Was that the episode? Was that the Christmas episode?
The Christmas one?
Hearthbreakers, yeah.
That one
I
was
like
cute
that one.
too.
I like that one.
Forget the thing I said about the slice of life. I think that one is even with Crusaders of the Lost Mark.
Oh yeah, I like that one, but like the same complaint as my boyfriend and a lot of our mutual friends. It was too musically.
It's the magical mystery cure.
Yeah, that's what I told them. They were like my boyfriend didn't watch it until I made him watch it. I was like, hey, I'm gonna warn you. It's pretty much the magical mystery cure for the Crusaders. And he's like, dear God. That was his first complaint. I was like, yeah, you're in for a lot of songs. And then when I said that, he was like, well, at least they're not starting the first second off with a song. God dang it. And then the second he said that, it started, and he was like, I just had to open my mouth, didn't I? I was like, yep, you just had to.
I mean, I think I liked some of the music better in Crusaders of the Lost Mark.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love the music in this one so much better.
And the vote song, I mean, I loved all those songs. I have like 7 or 8 remixes on my SoundCloud playlist.
It's a good version of Magical Mystery Cure.
Yeah.
The only thing is that I get we can forgive Diamond Tiara, but the only thing is with forgiving her so soon after all the crap she's given the Crusaders, it's kind of hard to forgive her right away.
Really is.
Yeah, it really is, and I don't really want to forgive her because I'm like, you've been a piece of crap for like how many seasons now? You made fun of Scootaloo for being disabled. I'm surprised Scootaloo didn't give her crap for that.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, at least we know. At least we know where it comes from now, though, because if you have watched the FOBcast, the FOBEquestria podcast, they did have a theory like, oh, maybe the mother's the bad influence, and I see it is.
But it's always one of the parents. It's always one of the parents. Make it original.
For a second, I thought Diamond Tiara was gonna be like one of those Disney characters that only has one parent and the other one died. I was like, come on, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the depiction in that episode of what was it? Filthy Rich giving her a look. I was like, no, Filthy Rich is a decent rich man.
It's
not the problem. It's the mom. Why is he giving her that look?
I don't even remember her name. Spoiled
Rich. Yeah, spoiled rich.
Yep. And then it's like when the part where the mom comes out and sees Diamond Tiara standing among all her classmates right before she defends the Crusaders, her mom's all like, these insignificant lowlifes. And I'm like, well, if you don't want your daughter to socialize with them, then why are you sending her to school? Just homeschool her, send her to a boarding school or
send her to a private school.
Yeah. I go to a private school, and it's like, there's people worse at my private school that act worse than people in a public school, and it's crazy.
Well, yeah, because they're I guess to say, in a sense, they're privileged. And like Jerry Pete said in his Equestria Girls 3 movie review, is that because I guess they do a lot of fear mongering, and that's in private schools.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I can hear an echo of myself through your. So.
If I knew how to fix that, I would. But
I think you might just have to turn down the volume for your computer in general.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But yeah, there's always people like that, and there's always the worst. There's always the outliers and stuff. But yeah, so.
I didn't agree with Jerry Pete because, like I said, I go to a private school and they don't
fear monger. They just talk. There's I guess there's an image implanted in your head like, oh, private schools, ew, or not private schools, public schools, ew.
My high school principal was talking about our reputation.
God.
Yep. Bringing up the same thing as with the Equestria Girls 3. There were some guys that had like not paid to go to a basketball game or something that our team was playing against another school. And so he had gotten all mad about it and called us all together in the gym. And he's like, well, when people see that, it lowers our reputation. And I'm like,
Okay.
our school shouldn't be about reputation. It should be about our education and how we treat other people. So that kind of it reminded me of Principal Cinch. I'm like,
yeah.
Are you really gonna only care about the reputation, not the education and the the students and all that? It made me kind of mad.
And same thing with Spoiled Rich.
You
have to think about your reputation.
I can't roll my R's. If I could, I would say it. I'd be like,
I can't either.
Reputation.
She didn't have that kind of accent where she rolled her R's, but she put some haughtiness into her voice. Same with Finch. But yeah. But then I guess to transition into our third topic, which I assume is going to be a lot shorter because we both agree there's not bad episodes in this season. Our least favorite episode, Princess Spike.
Princess Spike.
Ah, yeah. Dear God, just Spike was so oblivious and ignorant and like, oh, I'm going to step all over people in this episode. I was just
what I didn't like
Spike,
is that
this isn't helping you and your reputation.
I didn't like that Cadence didn't do anything about it. I didn't like that she just let him go. I feel like she should have
said something.
Lectured him or something. I don't know. Just don't let him, be by himself.
To act like
watch him and do something about it. So I feel like Cadence could have stepped up a bit there, but
and also speaking of like Princess Cadence, if it was supposed to be like a summit, where was Shining Armor? Like he's the only decent prince in Equestria. Why isn't he there? And also, why weren't the Yaks there? Because technically they're not part of Equestria, but they're allies with Equestria. So
exactly, like the Griffins were there.
Yeah,
how come the Yaks weren't?
I wonder if I like to think that they didn't pre-register soon enough.
That was another episode. Oh, whoops. That was another episode that I didn't really. I liked it, but it was my attention.
It was good, but Pinkie Pie was kind of oblivious to the problem. I thought all out of her of all ponies would have realized the problem. I realized the problem like right away. I was like, yeah, because you're trying to make it like their home. You need to show them to some sort of ripoff of their country.
Yeah. One episode that kind of the two I sort of want to mention is Appaloosa's Most Wanted and Bloom and Gloom.
And that is also
Bloom and Gloom.
No, not Bloom and Gloom. Appaloosa's Most Wanted.
That one didn't catch my attention much either. I mean, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't so like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it just came off as, decent episode. Would watch again, maybe.
Nothing too relevant to the plot again. So.
Except for it was kind of relevant to the Crusaders because they were like, and they're starting to develop their people skills with helping them figuring out their cutie marks. Like they did that with let's see, what did they do with cutie marks this season? They did that with Trouble Shoes. They helped Diamantira. Bloom and Gloom, Bloom and Gloom, they figured out like whatever your cutie mark is doesn't define you. I think that's gonna come back up. Like Princess Luna is going to become their teacher. Like just because the dream episodes aren't over doesn't mean that Princess Luna isn't going to stop taking care of them and teaching them. Like I have a feeling that problems will come up and she'll be her equivalent of Princess Celestia. Just in there, they have to wait to go to sleep before they get some help.
Yeah. What basically Luna is the Princess Celestia of the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Yeah.
So like the CMC represent the main six and then Luna represents Celestia.
Yeah.
I guess. So it's just like I don't want to say it's a spin-off, but it's sort of like
It's a mini
take a
plot.
break
It's a
from the
mini
main six,
plot
they
within a
go to
plot.
that.
It's kind of like how the main six would try to find their cutie marks if they were all friends together.
Yeah. The next episode is called The Main Attraction. I looked up the list of episodes.
Main
Some about
attraction.
Applejack worrying about an old friend. And that's all I can.
Oh, maybe then. Oh, maybe it's like a country actor or something. Someone that always does.
I know
like
who
those.
it is, but I'm not gonna say.
Cause if you say it, I probably won't know who. So like, send me a link so I could check it out later.
It was in the animatic. Like if you watch the season 5 animatic, it was in the animatic. But...
I didn't see it. I don't think.
Yep, there's a bunch of spoilers in there. They show clips from the episodes, like unanimated.
Never mind then. Wait, so is that the final, or is that the finale, or is it just the next episode?
Okay. It's the episode before the finale.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say there's a song.
What episode? What episode doesn't have a song nowadays? Besides
there's actually a lot of episodes this season that didn't have songs.
But
I was surprised.
Yeah, but still, there's a lot of songs that kind of like that's another complaint that both me, my friend, and my boyfriend have a complaint for. Songs do have meaning, but they're not as strong as a meaning as they used to be.
True.
Like they're not like, oh, winter wrap up. They're not like that important.
Let's see. I'm gonna count the episodes, see which ones didn't have a song. Let's see. Bloom and Gloom. Appaloosas Most Wanted didn't have a song. Make New Friends But Keep Discord didn't have a song. Lost Treasure of Griffinstone. Slice of Life had a song, but it didn't have like words. It was just lyrical.
Yeah, but we're talking about lyrical songs. So.
Yeah. Princess Spike didn't have a song. Party Poop didn't have a song. Mending Fences didn't have a song.
It was mainly season 4 that had the problem. Yeah, season 4 definitely had the problem, and a lot of people in the fandom, I guess, including myself and who I listed before, are still a bit. I wouldn't say sour about it, but we're still a bit like, oh, season 4 had this, so we're always cautious with a song about season 5. Like, pretty much, I can't really think of any in season 5 that actually did have songs. So I guess the Crusaders of the Lost Mark filled up the season with songs. Oh, except for the premiere. The premiere had a few songs, or one, I think.
It had one.
Yeah, better than
it was only the first couple episodes that had songs.
Yeah.
After that, there were like no songs, none. Crazy. So yeah.
Either way, I'm still like songs.
I love all the songs. Like the songs are part of what keeps me in the fandom because I love a lot of the music that Daniel Ingram produces.
Yeah. Also, Iris Prism said the Friendship Games movie, they kind of did the letter system with Sunset Shimmer and Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was also a better system. Well, not better. I should say that was also a great system that they could I hope they do end up doing a spin-off.
I know one of the reviewers said that the movie would still be good even if Twilight did not come to the world. Like they still could have defeated Sunset Shimmer or the Sirens even without Twilight Sparkle because they didn't even need Twilight in the second movie. What they needed was
in the second movie they didn't need her, but in the first movie they definitely needed her.
True.
The first movie, and obviously the third movie they didn't even show Twilight until the very end. And also that was a thing that Jerry Pete always pointed out with like Twilight's probably too busy to help us with our problem. While the episode either right before or right after the movie premiered was like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I thought the same. Sure.
I wanted them to wait until after season 5 was done with because
Because then she would be busy, kind of. And also, how does the heart look like or how does the color scheme for the cutie mark look like? I'm kind of.
It looks really good. I really like it like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure, like, should I change it or nah?
No, it looks great. So, yeah.
All right.
Well, since we're discussing the Equestria Girls movies,
yeah,
every time I hear
transition.
new one's coming out.
Wait, transitioning, but wait, what?
The Equestria Girls movies. I mean, like, since we're talking about them, I just figured that we can go on with that.
Yeah.
Every time a new Equestria Girls movie comes out, I get so excited. And then once it comes out, or like after I see it several times, I'm like, why was I excited for this? It was good, but it wasn't like the best thing.
Like,
ever.
oh my god. But
yeah,
I got excited for them too. But I'm always like, it's an Equestria Girls movie. It's good to get excited, but then again, it's like, okay, it's not gonna be like the next best. It's not gonna be the next best thing since Toast or something.
Yeah.
Because bread was good, but Toast was even better.
I think what draws me away from the Equestria Girls movies is that in the movies, the human characters aren't the same as the main 6 characters. They're a lot different, and their character development is different. And the way they portray the human characters isn't the same to me as they do in the show. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I start to draw away from it a little bit after I watch it a couple times.
Definitely.
Because like in the second one, Rainbow Dash and her ego and everything, it just made me mad. And I was like, they would never do this to her in the show. Why are they doing this to her in the movie? So
because she's the movie version of Rainbow Dash. She ain't the real version of Rainbow Dash.
She's not real Rainbow Dash. She's human Rainbow Dash. So
if you can say human to an extent, because they're like not really
human horse hybrid things whenever they pony up or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they're making a 4th one, and the only reason I'm actually really excited for that one is because they're going to explore the possibility of maybe the two characters meeting, I guess, is because at the end of the movie, Horse Twilight comes.
Twilight does come in there.
Twilight World. So if they do something with that, that'll make me very happy. If they bring like all the main 6 characters in Equestria to the human world, I think that would be amazing. That would be so cool. I want to see that happen. Because like we get a cliffhanger at the end of Friendship Games about how Horse Light comes into the human light world, and
I also that was also like a little like, hey, there's gonna be another movie, like a
spoiler.
You say not really spoiler, but God, I just had the word, but I think brain fart.
It's okay.
Yeah, whatever. Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But then also when I first initially watched it, I was just like, oh, that's a great tidbit, because she was like, why isn't Twilight here? Why isn't she here?
Yeah.
And then and then when she's like, oh, that was really weird, that time loop, and then she was like, okay, not the weirdest thing.
Hold up. Who is
now
this?
it's weird. Now it's weird. And also Iris said there's a deleted scene from the Friendship Games where Sunset Shimmer wants to go back to Equestria. Exactly. I guess that might have been a deleted scene when she was checking out the portal again.
Yeah.
And then like that's when they took out just like the speech or something. I haven't seen it, but I want to assume
all the clips. And I think that would also be another really interesting possibility, is if Sunset Shimmer went back to the pony world, what would happen to the human main 6 if Sunset Shimmer went back?
Let's see. Hang on. Alternate
possibilities.
I'm gonna say something. She says alternate universe Rainbow Dash.
What about her?
She may have been correcting herself.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm going to go get some water real quick, so I will be right back.
Alrighty.
Listen, in my throat. I'll be right back. Okay.
Alright, so did we want to continue on to a different subject since we had talked about the Equestria girls?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, so we already discussed the next topic, which was thoughts about the Crusade of the Lost Mark.
Yeah.
So I guess I should have crossed that out already. So I guess a major arc, or wait, no, going off of that Crusaders of the Lost Mark, I guess. What do you are thoughts about what the Crusaders are going to do after? What the Crusaders are going to do now that they have their marks?
I know. Well, since now that they have their marks, I mean, they've basically explained that, our destiny is to help other ponies find their cutie marks, and understand their cutie marks. So we're probably going to see some episodes about how the CMC are, like, struggling to help somebody understand their cutie mark or get their cutie mark.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's probably going to be an episode where they finally understand, this is why Applejack and Rhodey and Rainbow Dash always told us that your cutie mark comes when your cutie mark comes. Like, there's probably going to be an episode.
I also I have a thought where they're still gonna be helping, like, Sunset, not Sunset. They're still gonna be helping Diamond Tiara, trying to figure out like how to like people aren't quite, or ponies aren't quite used to her being so nice so they're gonna be helping her with all that junk.
One thing about the Diamond Tiara that bugged me in Crusaders of the Lost Mark was that she just changed like that. Like, they didn't give her any time or development to change.
Yeah.
It just flipped. She's like, I'm nice now. I'm not gonna be mean anymore.
But you know how they said how that was a thing with, like, what's the face? With Sunset. Sunset had was later given, like, she was forgiven right away. Like, oh my god, right away. Like literally 5 seconds after she got blasted to bits. But then she's given, like, 2 movies or a movie to transition into, like, I'm nice now. People forgive me, please. So I have a feeling that Diamond Tiara is gonna be the Equestria version of Sunset Shimmer.
Yeah. That makes sense. I understand where you're coming from with that. Again, the magical mystery cure of the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the 3 of them help others.
Looking forward to them being Cutie Mark counselors.
Like, sort of another episode like Appaloosa's Most Wanted, except different. Like, I guess they're gonna do the same.
They're gonna do the same thing, but they know that they're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they know why they're doing it, not like, oh, we're helping you because we're nice. And it seems like the right thing to do, which kind of makes it seem less like, we're trying to be your friend because for friend's sake. Now we're just all like, we're being your friend because we have to.
Yeah.
Because it's our job.
Because it's our destiny.
Oh god, that word.
It's our destiny to be your friend.
Right.
Iris said Sunset Shimmer does.
Yeah, I just
That's
saw
what I
that.
thought.
So yeah, I guess we'd have to look at the deleted scenes for that. But yeah, that's probably the Crusaders, and also maybe help like Pipsqueak and stuff, because as we saw, Pipsqueak and the other classmates, a lot of them didn't have their cutie marks.
Yeah.
They may have been a lower class than they were, but still, they didn't have their cutie marks. So they'll probably be helping out their classmates, and like they'll be helping out other Crusaders. Maybe a new bully will show up that replaces Diamond Tiara, and Diamond Tiara is like, "Oh, this isn't okay. You're just like me. This needs to
So now
stop."
maybe Diamond Tiara will get a chance to
Diamond Tiara
say
will
their
be given the
piece and
opportunity to
yeah.
redeem herself, and
Yes.
the Crusaders will help her out with that.
Yes.
So like Rainbow Rocks, haha,
Yeah.
another connection.
Mm. I know someone made a joke about, the CMC had their cutie marks. Now they're gonna go on the map and go on adventures to
Ah,
Equestria.
no, Jesus Christ. Maybe in the future, but not yet.
I don't know how I would
Maybe.
feel about that.
I wouldn't know either, but if they were given a lot of development, maybe they wouldn't get there. Maybe they wouldn't be put on the map, but
Mm.
maybe they'd have some sort of equivalent to it, like a network. Like they already started a network with Babseed. Like she
Sure.
had her own Crusaders. They had their own Cutie Mark Crusaders in Manhattan. So
Mm.
maybe they'll start like a network where like they go around when they go on trips, and they have like they go on trips like they do like the main six do for the map, but they go with their siblings out around the world when they're doing their adventuring stuff. On the side, they're helping out people with their or ponies with their cutie mark problems wherever they go. And then they also like establish like, hey, we have this thing, why don't you help us out and tell us about any other problems? And then that's their equivalent of the table.
Yeah. Speaking of Babseed, I want to see Babseed again. I love
I
Babseed.
do too. I love her.
She's one of my favorite younger characters. I love her.
She was the first character in MLP that was like, oh, I'm a bully because this reason, and it was because
Mm.
Diamond Tiara and stuff. That could be another episode. Babseed comes back and she sees Diamond Tiara and she's like, hey, don't bug my cousin, and they have to explain to Babseed that she's not mean anymore.
Yeah. That would be cool. I love Babseed.
Babseed, yeah. That Boston accent though, that was more Australian.
That's what
God
makes her cute.
damn.
That's what makes her cute.
Yeah,
I
and
think.
the bangs thing that she does. I want to
Mm.
see her cut hair.
Oh yeah.
I want to see her like she comes down to Ponyville for a visit and like
I
she
want to see the
styles it.
episode where she gets her cutie mark. I mean,
Okay,
since
maybe not the episode, cause maybe not, but I'd like to see how she does, like why she has the cutie mark. Like, is she really that good?
yeah, because like we were talking, I think I said something about this on Skype, um, about how well I would have thought that the CMC were each going to get their cutie marks individually, not all at the same time. Well,
Yeah.
Babs gets her cutie mark individually. She doesn't. She actually figures out what her special talent is like
Yeah.
individually.
Like they'll with the episode when she comes back, that's like the first thing. It's like, wow, your cutie mark's so amazing. How'd you get it? And then she
Yeah.
explains like a flashback why and how.
Yeah.
And then also then Sunset Shimmer comes up to them and be like, hi guys. And maybe Babsy's like, what the heck do you want? What the heck do you want? Get out of here. And she becomes the bully without like she becomes the bully again because she still thinks Diamond Tiara is the bully and she hasn't
Mm-hmm.
forgiven her. So she's being mean without intentionally being a bully.
Yeah. I can understand how that would work. That would be a good episode.
That'd be a decent episode. And then like the Crusaders are trying to be like, she's nice now. It's like, how could you say she's nice?
Mm-hmm.
Like the
After all the stuff
Crusaders.
she's done to you and me, why would you say that?
Yeah, I could see like season 6 being focused on the Crusaders.
Mm-hmm.
I could hear a lot of people now that if they could hear what I just said, they'd probably be like, "No, the Crusaders suck. We don't want any more episodes. Their arc's done. Forget them."
I love the CMC.
That's
The CMC.
a few people, because of all the arcs that have been ended. I know how some people are like, oh, the arc's ended, there's nothing left to it. So the commuters, the Crusaders are done over and with. We'll never have an episode. Oh, we're gonna miss them. Or like some people are like, oh, I'm gonna miss the Crusaders. Or like, oh no, or like good riddance.
It does feel like that to me.
It feels like that, but knowing MLP. Like you originally, I thought Cadence was going to be a one-off thing, but then she came back, and now she has her own thing. She doesn't really have an arc to herself, but now she does with the baby. Maybe she'll actually get some development.
Yeah.
Thank God, because Princess Cadence, out of all the characters, out of all the second-tier characters,
he's the one that needs the most development.
Yeah, out of all the second-tier characters, her and Shining Armor needs more development. Shining Armor got some cute development with his room and stuff for that thing. Yeah. So we know what his likes are now.
Yeah.
Oh, that voice crack.
Yeah, that was cute.
Oh, Iris asks, did we have a good Halloween? Let's tackle yours first, because I have a story to tell.
My Halloween, I just sat on the steps and handed out candy and listened to music, like Halloween music. Like I made a Halloween playlist. And while I handed out candy, I drew Nightmare Moon. And then have you heard the song by Gabriel Brown and Michelle Creeper?
Oh, yeah. Who hasn't heard all their songs?
Yeah, I drew the characters from that.
Yeah, but I actually went out trick-or-treating. A lot of my friends gave me flack, and that's what part of the story is. But I went out trick-or-treating with my little siblings, because it's like I'm a senior in high school. I'm going to be moving out next year. I won't be moving out until like maybe December of next year, because like I'm going to stay here, keep a job, get some money so I can move up with my boyfriend up north and start going to college. Like just to save up money. So I'm probably still going to go trick-or-treating with them, despite being 18 and technically illegal to trick-or-treat. But no one's going to know, because I actually look like I'm probably like 13 or 14 right now without wearing makeup. And usually when I wear makeup for Halloween, it's like almost full face makeup, so you can't really tell how old I am. So yeah, but
my dad won't let me go trick-or-treating anymore.
So, but yeah, I went to go to spend, because I will admit, I was a pretty crappy sibling as younger, but I'm trying to redeem myself. My siblings aren't like, oh yeah, you're a crappy sibling, we don't love you. It's just that they kind of fear me. It's like, if Michelle gets mad, she's gonna smack us, but I don't do that anymore. So I'm just like, oh, I have my own little character arc. Oh God. But yeah, so I went out trick-or-treating with them to make sure they were safe, and to make sure that they, like, because stuff. And I did the same thing last year, but I was escorting them to a friend's house to one of their friends' houses for a party, and then I trick-or-treated on the way back home, and got some free candy, because who doesn't want free candy? And then but we were on the same trail. We were gonna stop by their friend's house to say hi and happy Halloween. But on the way there, we went down the street to go trick-or-treating that usually no one goes trick-or-treating down. So the houses that we went to were like, oh, you guys are like the third group of people coming down here, have massive handfuls of candy. So we got a crap ton of candy. And but we came to this one house. The garage was open, and a bunch of teenagers, what we would find out later, are in my class. And honestly, I'm not too fond of. These are the kind of people that we were talking about before we started this broadcast, and they're the kind of people that are really immature and no one likes. They're not too bright. They're really goddamn immature. Yeah, and then so I didn't realize this until I said trick or treat, and then I said trick, and then I realized who they were, and I was like, oh God, and they know me, and they're like, Stavers, ha, I'm gonna use some language. This is quoting. They're like, ha, Stavers, such a faggot. What are you doing out trick or treating? I was like, I am. Thanks. I'm just here with my siblings to go trick or treating. Wow, are you like 5? And I was like 17. Thank you.
Weren't they
And
trick-or-treating though? Like, were they not
yeah,
out?
no, they were having a party, and they were all like, "Oh, how lame! Why aren't you at a party?" I'm like, "Cause I didn't really want to, and I wanted to spend time with my siblings." And it's not like you guys are having a party, really, because when I say they were sitting around in an open garage, they were calling that a party while they were just Snapchatting other people in the circle.
Wow.
So that's not a party, you jackasses. Oh, here, I actually put like the conversation on Tumblr because I was like, I need to rant about this when I got home so I don't explode. I don't know if you actually read that, but I will read it out loud. If you'd like to
I'm
load,
too
you can
afraid to put
play.
my feelings out there because I feel like
Well,
I mean,
I like I've
not
said, like
afraid.
most of the people that I've talked to on Tumblr are really decent people, and they're like us. They're cynical. Tumblr people are cynical, and they're decent people. They're cynical and decent. They're not cynical like I hate humanity and I don't like you because you're a person. But if Tumblr would stop being stupid and let me open up my posts.
Yeah, Tumblr's been having kind of a lag lately or something. I
Not
haven't
re-
been able to.
I
It's
haven't
been slow for
experienced
me.
it until like just now. So I'm just like, excuse me, but yeah.
That's
Let's see,
adorable.
where is it? Okay. I'll just read this out loud. Okay, so it's my last year to trick or treat legally, even
Oh
though I'm
yeah.
gonna still go out next year because I still look 15. So I go out with my siblings to have some quality time with them. About halfway through, we come to a house with a bunch of people having a quote unquote party, if you can call sitting around in a circle on their phones a party. These teens are from my high school. Most are in my graduating class, but I'm not too fond of them. Well, more like hate with a burning passion, with the exception of one person I saw, and even she isn't the most liked person in the world. She's actually she's actually one of my partners in restaurant. So I'm just like, thank God she doesn't follow me on Tumblr because she knows who she is. So when I realized this, I want to turn around before I have to talk to these annoying people. I won't swear as much as I swear in this. I realized this too late, right as I was saying trick or treat. They recognized my voice and pointed it out. So this happens. My younger siblings aren't used to this. To people like this. My little sis is just a freshman, and my little bro is in little fifth grade. So,
Hmm.
Michelle, what are you doing trick or treating? Wait, what are you, 5? I'm 17. Thanks. Whatever. What's a faggot like you doing trick or treating? Well, unlike you guys and your so-called party, I'm tagging along with my younger siblings. So that would you mind keeping the language to a minimum, faggot? Well, okay, jackass. What do you mean by so-called party? I would think you do more than have a Snapchat circle and listen to crappy music. Well, I don't see you doing
So
any better,
true.
bitch. You're just trick or treating. You're just trick or treating with your gay ass siblings. So
Damn.
I grab my brother and cover his ears, and I'm like, listen here, asshole, watch your shit gargling mouth. And clearly, I'm doing a fuck ton better than you potheads. And I also forgot to mention I wrote this down, but I forgot to mention again, they were doing like hookah or pot or something. I just saw smoke and I saw them holding things. So I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
awful.
So much for being such loving big siblings. Now, oh wait, no, I lost my place. I'm spending quality time with my little siblings and making sure they're safe before I move out next year. I don't need no lives like you useless pieces of shits ruining it for me and more importantly them. I don't see you hanging out with your siblings. So much for being loving big siblings. Now give us our damn candy and watch how a good older sister treats her little siblings. So the person throws the candy at us and the ground, and it's like, you're such a goody. And most of them have had my dad's class. So they're not fond of our family because they failed my dad's class because they're useless pieces of shit and don't do
Yeah.
anything in class. Because it's hard to fail my dad's class unless you're not doing things or you're very disrespectful and you don't do anything. Um, you're such a goody two shoe shithead, Stavers. You know that, right? And I was so then my sister turns into a badass and she steps
Well,
forward and crushes the candy under her feet and spits on the person who's calling me a shithead shoes. She ain't the
Good for
shithead.
her.
Yeah, she ain't the shithead. She's a great ass sister, not like you shitheads. We use shit a lot in this conversation, don't we?
I
we
see.
not like you shitheads would know. That's like our favorite word here. Would know when you see one, because your parents probably never cared about your sorry asses, and so did your older siblings. You are disgraces to the title siblings, and I hope you all burn in hell. And my brother turns into another badass, and he pushes me off of him and kicks and throws the candy back at these two people out of the group. Yeah, she's a great sister. We don't want your candy, you bunch of jackasses. And of course, I scold him for using language because he's in the 5th grade.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you're too young to talk like that, but you don't need to stoop down to their level yet. And he hugs me, saying sorry. And I was like, it's okay. Let's just leave these lowlifes to their circle jerk. We're heading home. And then pretty much, yeah, walk away, you pieces of shit. And then my brother lets go of me, like pretty much runs over and kicks the guy's leg. And I was just like, I love my siblings. I love my siblings now. But yeah.
Dang. Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much that happened. And I was just like, okay, this was both a very good experience and a very pissy experience. But let's see, what did Iris say? Iris went to a carnival and played some games, then went to Transylvania Hotel 2 movie. I want to see that. Yeah. I want to see that so bad.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's better than the first one, in my opinion.
Probably. I've seen some of it, and I was like, oh, this actually looks really nice.
It was really cute. I loved it.
Oh, it's already been an hour. Did we still want to carry on to like 1:30, or did you have something later to do?
No, I'm free for the rest of the afternoon. I'm good with whatever.
Okay. So, away from Halloween, we already discussed the Crusaders. So, what's another story? And then the other story arc that we wanted to discuss was the baby.
Yes, Shining Armor and Cadence's baby.
Dear God, please don't be the toy Skyla. I don't like the design of Skyla, and Skyla sounds like a really stupid name.
I mean,
what is she supposed to do?
But I
kind of want her to be like Sapphire or something gem related.
Yeah.
Gem or love related.
I think gem related would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Do you watch Steven Universe?
Yeah, occasionally. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm actually writing my fan character's backstory.
Well, that's awesome. I kind of just started watching it like a week ago, and it's really good, but I can't like find all the episodes.
Daily Motion.
Have Netflix, so I can't watch it on Netflix, which sucks.
Daily Motion has most of the episodes. I always go on there. I always go on there for MLP too, because YouTube's just like, oh, it's Hasbro and YouTube don't like you posting things on YouTube.
Daily Motion once, and I can't even remember.
But then my boyfriend showed me Daily Motion. I was like, this is so much better. I'm gonna use this from now on.
Yeah, I need to start using Daily Motion, but then like, I think I had tried to sign up for it, and then it's like, oh, here's your first 3-month trial or free month trial or whatever, and then you have to like pay, and I was like, what?
Oh,
no,
I didn't sign up. I just occasionally go on there like to watch things. I don't sign up for it. Yeah, it's free if you're not signed up, I guess.
I haven't really figured out. I'm still learning technology and internet. Like, I tried setting up my Patreon, and I got to the part where it's like, put your video here. I'm like, oh, well, I haven't started making videos yet. So I tried to start making videos. I've gotten several editing programs. Right now I'm using, I think, NCH Suite and VideoPad.
I still only use Windows Live Movie Maker.
Oh, Movie Maker?
Yeah, but I use Audacity. I use Audacity for everything, but to record things, and then I just draw. If I do an animation, I don't like doing animation because then again, I only use Windows Live Movie Maker. So whenever I do release an animation, it's more like an animatic.
Yeah.
Like a really good animatic, I guess. Even though it's not really good.
I
But,
tried using Movie Maker. It didn't work for me.
I think the best animatic that I did was the Let It Go parody, Let It Burn, that I did.
I thought it was
But
pretty good.
yeah, I want to redo it. Well, not redo the animation, but I want to at least redo singing it, because I sound a lot better now. And I'm not currently sick, so I can. Because my friend also commented, like, it sounded like you were struggling to hold those notes, and I was like, yeah, I could hardly breathe. Like, well, I had a hard time breathing because I had like a stuffy nose.
Yeah, I understand why that would be a problem. I am in choir, and I still feel like my voice sounds like shit. Like,
yeah, I used to be in choir too. I only did it for the credits, so yeah.
I do it. At first I did it for the social, but now I really like singing, even though I'm not that.
I never do anything for the social. I'm just like, what can I get out of this class? I'm an extroverted introvert. I'm an introvert, but I know how to socialize, and I can socialize when I can, and I'm not afraid of socializing. I will socialize, like, pretty much. I'm like Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy combined. I'm outgoing, but then I'm a cynical Fluttershy. Like, I don't like talking to people, not because I fear them, but because they're people. Because they're people, and I don't like people.
I have to always have a person with me. Like, I am so social. If you put me in a room for like a day, like without any way to contact another person, I will go crazy because I have to like be talking to somebody, or I'm just a very social person. Like, I can't be by myself for a long period.
I immediately think of that song. I know the lyrics I'm thinking of are wrong, but it's like, I need somebody, or something, a song that goes like that. I can't remember. Whatever.
I wouldn't know. I don't listen to radio music. I listen.
It's a really old song, so I don't remember the name. I think it was like Queen or something.
Is either music I find off shipping videos or like MLP music or remixes that I find on YouTube.
The thing is, I love really old music. So, yeah.
The only type of music I don't like is rap and like jazz.
Yeah, rap is the only thing. There's some exceptions to it, but rap I'm not too fond of.
My friends are like, Olivia, I'm gonna get you obsessed with rap, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Nope. It's like, nope. Hashtag no. Get that shit away from me.
Yep. I'm not one for rap. I can't stand it. It just bothers my ears.
I understand completely. But yeah, okay, back to ponies, right?
Part of me wants to bring this up, and then part of me is like, no, leave it for another day.
Leave it.
Like reviewing and shipping like Fire Rose and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I like the fandom more than I like the show. Like, I stay in it for the fandom.
Yeah, I love the show, but the fandom's the greatest.
Yeah.
The fandom's the best thing that came out of the show.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So were we done talking about the baby? Because we kind of sidetracked there, and we're like, things in real life.
So, the musicians and the artists and the writers and the YouTubers, they all come together to make a family, though. That's what I like about it. Is that they all come together to make this big, huge family, and that's what kind of kept me in the fandom, because
that, and also like I like speculating about ponies, like the analysis community. I want to join them, but I'm just like, I don't have the time, I don't have the editing ability and stuff. So I'm just like, I'm not really into analyzing. I'm more like speculating into like theories and stuff.
So like headcanons.
Yeah, like headcanons. Like, I have a really cool and a probably true headcanon about Scootaloo. Well, I wouldn't say probably true, but most likely probably why she can't fly.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to. Yeah. Like, I'm going to watch.
Pretty much, I'll sum it up for you. Pretty much, I believe that she has her parents. She's she's multi-species. Like one of her parents is what I prefer is Earth Pony, and one is Pegasus. And because the Earth Ponies, because they're magically denser and have more hardy, thicker bones and bigger muscles that make them more dense.
Mm-hmm.
That counteracts the magical wings. The wings aren't powerful enough to make her fly, so she can't fly because of that.
I did see several background ponies this season that looked like exactly like Scootaloo. Like had the exact same mane color and the exact same like coat color. I was like, are they gonna like bring this into something, or is this just to fuck with us? Like,
probably this latter.
Yeah. And then again, like the mention of Applejack's parents. If they don't do an episode about that in season 6, I will be so pissed off. Because they're foreshadowing it in this season.
Who wrote the Crusaders of the Lost Mark? Because it might be just a troll, depending on who the writer is.
If it's Larson,
if it's Larson, we know it's a troll. Yeah. Damn you, Larson!
I don't know. I feel like it was Megan McCarthy, but I will check and make sure.
I don't know, maybe.
Amy Keating Rogers.
Okay.
Oh, it was her last episode.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so maybe it's a troll, maybe it's not a troll. Knowing Amy, maybe not. Probably not.
I don't think it would be. I really hope it wouldn't.
I think maybe she was all like, why? She's probably thinking, okay, Applejack, everyone's there. Why don't they say something about the parents? Like, I wish mom and dad were here to see you. They'd be so proud, blah, blah, blah. But then the only thing is, like, where's Scootaloo's parents?
That's the one Crusader's parents we've seen is Sweetie Belle's, and then we haven't seen any of the other parents.
And even then, we've only seen her parents like twice. No, once. I
think once is the only time we've seen them. Her parents are
cringy as all hell.
They're very weird to me.
They're cringy as all hell. I'm just like, ew.
Sorry for that background noise.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We've had worse background noise before.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyway. But yeah, I really hope they go somewhere with the parent thing.
Yeah, at least with Scootaloo, we know she's not homeless because, that Flight to the Finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what the deal with that is, though. Like, does she live by herself, or does she live... I mean, she doesn't...
It's an orphanage! Not really.
They don't make it obvious that she lives with Rainbow Dash, because Rainbow Dash lives in Cloudsdale or in her cloud house.
In her cloud house, yeah. But that's part of my theory, kind of. Like, she lives with one parent. She lives with the Earth Pony parent, whoever that may be, because, they're also bound at the ground. And maybe it was kind of a sick and twisted idea. I also say, like, it's kind of bad, but I kind of think, like, the other parent, probably presumably dad, because, dads tend to walk out on kids more often. The Pegasus dad walked out on them because he found out that Scootaloo would never fly and he was disgraced and blah, 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 blamed it on the mom, left.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, any other topics that you want to...
We have discussed future episodes of season 6, but we've kind of been doing that along the way. We already discussed the baby. We've already discussed AG's parents. We've kind of gone over fandom stuff. We haven't gone over conventions, though.
Conventions, right. I know we were talking about this earlier, about the BronyCon and EQLA and everything. How was EQLA? Tell me about that.
It was pretty great. It was great for coming back. It was a great... I wouldn't say small. I don't know what the exact number of attendees was. I knew it was it might have been under 1,000. It was a great convention for me to start off because, like I've said before, that was my first convention for at least ponies. My first convention was actually an FFA convention that had over 5,000 people attend because it's FFA and it's California. So
I'll be honest, I have no idea what that is.
Future Farmers of America, pig people,
wow.
farming, blah blah blah. But yeah, so that was my first convention. In all honesty, I can't say that I enjoyed it, but I wish I wouldn't have gone because it wasn't really worth my money. Because I wasn't as into FFA as I thought I was, and I was like, this isn't that great. But yeah, but yeah, EQLA was a really great start for my Brony convention experiences. I'm ready to tackle more. I honestly wish I could go to BabsCon, but because school's still going on and it'll be my second semester and quarter grades and stuff come in around that time of year, I probably won't be able to, nor do I want to. I kind of don't want my boyfriend going either, so we could save up money for BronyCon. I still have yet to discuss that with him, so I will discuss that with him outside this call.
Yeah. I was thinking, I was going to try to get my dad to take me to Nightmare Nights, but he's like, no, you have school. We don't have that kind of money. And I was
blah,
like,
blah, blah.
So that's why I went ahead and got the job, because I need to start saving up money for BronyCon. Like, yeah.
Money.
Another thing I want to do, I want to try to make plushies of some of the reviewers. Like,
I want to draw hand-drawn art. Like when I knew Lauren Faust was gonna be there, but I didn't know that my boyfriend had bought something and bought an autograph for her. So he brought me along. I didn't get anything autographed. I just tagged along, and because I didn't have the money to afford the autograph because it was like $30, and we were really low on budget because his stupid boss didn't give him a check in time. So, but yeah, so I got to talk to her for like a minute or two, and then I gave her a nice sketch of like her fandom OC and the main six, and I bet that it's probably in a pile of fan art that she's been given and blah blah blah.
yeah.
I would like to think that she put it on her refrigerator, but probably not, because it wasn't even colored. It was just pencil. I don't even know if I penned it or not.
I bet she has a whole room of like fan art, like all over the walls.
Fandom stuff and blah blah blah. But yeah, so I gave her that, and I'm probably gonna do that with everyone that I like, that I am a fan of online. But then also, if you saw the post about it, for my cosplay, I had this really big fan, which I'm actually holding right now.
Do you want to put the camera on? Maybe you can see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the camera on as soon as I cover up myself.
Yeah.
Because I am decent, but I don't want to show myself. Let's put the camera at the right position so they'll actually see me.
Yeah, I am in no shape for being seen right now.
Let's see if they'd like to see the camera. Turn the camera on. Oh, the camera. Oh, it's because I'm screen sharing. You can't see. And also, let's see here. Cameraman. Hang on. That was not what I wanted. Control room. No. I forgot how to change it. I'm going to have to start XSplit if I actually want to show my face. Great.
If you can, it's okay. Like, I just think it'd be cool to see it.
Oh, God. Duh. Okay. I'm stupid. There's another app I can use. Dell comes with the camera. Great. Or Windows comes with the camera. So it'll just be in the screen share if you'd like to turn on. Camera is being used by another app. Yeah, right. No, it's not. Stop
Screen
presenting.
share.
There.
Oh, screen share.
Let's see. So no, let's turn off camera for that. Turn back on screen share. Will this work? Okay, present to everyone. Camera again.
I'm clicking on it. It's not doing anything. Is that like, is it going to show on the broadcast or?
Yeah, on the broadcast on the screen share. There it goes.
Wait for it to pop up.
Let me back up so you can actually see the entire thing. I have this fan. And if I could make it bigger, there. And then I guess if you can see or not.
My I'm on the broadcast on my phone. Like I'm watching. Like,
wait, did you? Because the only thing is, on the Google Hangouts you should be able to see it better. So not on. Don't go on the broadcast.
Okay, I see like a fan.
Yeah, that's the fan. And then like I have a few autographs already. I have one from Saberspark, BVids, and then on the other side I have AC Race Best, KP, Solrack, and Dusty Cat. So I'm just like, so it's great, but yeah, I love it, and I'm really cheesy, and my boyfriend cringed so many times with how many times I did the joke, but I'd walk up to them and be like, hey, could you sign this? You could say I'm a big fan.
Ha ha.
And then the first person that I got to sign at AC Race Best, I didn't do that with, but he was all like, is this some sort of weapon? Because I guess in some animes, girls use fans as weapons. And I was like, nope, only for my boyfriend.
No.
And he was standing right there, and he gave me this look like, you better not. You smack me with that, I'm going to hit you in the face with a brick.
Oh my goodness. I love AC Race Best and Saberspark. They're two of my favorite YouTubers.
Yep.
Like just seeing any of them, like any of the reviewers or any of the Brony YouTubers, that would just make my life.
I still have to compile the list of who I want to sign it, but I'm probably going to need another fan unless I have them sign like the plain back, which I don't know because that might see through onto the actual side. So I don't know how I'm going to have them sign, but I know I want Ink Rose, Firebrand, of course, Silver Quill, Dr. Wolf, who else? Who's another reviewer?
Golden Fox, Eliora, Toon Critic.
Yeah, those people.
Go through a name.
Like, a keyframe. Also, let's see who else was there. A&Y if he goes.
Yeah.
And then everyone else on FOBEquestria except for 2 people, which we will not discuss those 2 people because those people are jerks and they also are subscribed to me and they'll probably know that I'm talking about them if I say their names.
Yeah, we can move on from that.
Yeah, but they're ex-Fobbits anyway, whatever. They probably know I'm talking about them. But they're ex-Fobbits, so I'm still in good stand, like I said last night over Skype. I'm still in good stand with the rest of FOBEquestria. I just don't talk to them usually. Oh, and that's another one. I want the 2 current artists or my 2 buddies, Zane and Courtney, to sign my fan too, just so I could be like, I met you in person. I have
proof.
So I have, proof. I've met you in person and I have proof.
Yeah. That's how I would be.
Yeah.
When did you start doing the FOBEquestria thing?
FOBEquestria comic started about a year and a half ago now, actually. It started in April/May. March. It started in March. We didn't start posting until like July, but we actually got together on March or something. And like it was great. We used to talk a lot and blah blah blah, but apparently after I left, things were already going downhill because we were starting to get comfortable and like, okay, so we've been doing this for a while. We don't always have to talk to each other. We've gotten to know each other. We don't really have to like, spend like every day talking to each other. And I was getting like, and the reason why I left I'll say one of the main reasons, but the big reason why I left, it will stay classified because that's kind of a personal issue.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, another reason why I left, another big reason was because, like I said, I had a bad grade, so I didn't really have time for it because it was one thing a month. Not one thing a week, actually. And then I was also the one that did most of the holiday stuff and all the extra stuff, which that's why if you go on there after I left, a lot of that stuff stopped happening because, of course, I was the one doing it.
I did not find out about it until after I got Tumblr, which was like a month ago. And I saw this Fire Rose thing that just melted my heart. I was like,
Which
and
one?
then I looked at the it was the one where they were talking about like how they met and talking about their kids.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
so then I started like looking through all those. So, but I've shipped Fire Rose for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, like I said last night, I was one of the first. I shouldn't say one of the first people because I'm sure a lot of people shipped them way before me. But like I was one of the ones that did like what some of the big like fan ship pictures. Like both Josh and Ink Rose had them on their pages when when we posted them on the Tumblr. Yeah, but the Tumblr was great while it lasted. I kind of would do it again under different circumstances. Like I'd rejoin if it was under different circumstances and under different people, because like the two people that are running it now, they definitely know I'm talking about them. So I don't care anymore. Honestly, because they know it. And with the update video for my Tumblr that I'm gonna release actually relatively soon, because I did the audio for it, I just gotta edit together. So. Because like I said, I'm a high schooler, I'm a senior, I'm starting to have less time to do actual drawings. I'm going to be doing less and less art as it goes by. Yeah, so after this arc, I'm going to stop doing major art and release all the stories on my fanfiction and occasionally do art for it. So pretty much that's what the status is. But as for the FOB comic, if they were debating if it didn't go. They had said if they didn't have it under the two people that are really running it now, they were thinking about doing it like once a month. Like I do, like it'd be a post like once a month, like not 3 posts a week, but 1 post a week. Like the artist would do 1 for the month, and then they'd be good for like the next month, blah blah blah, and then we'd have more time for extra stuff depending. Yeah, but that didn't happen, so I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I have actually. There's one main fan fiction that I've started writing. I have not set up. Well, I've set up a fan fiction account. I just haven't really used it yet. Started my other fan fiction on Wattpad, and it was a Fire Rose ship thing, but it also had like the other brony couples like Golden Key and Tuniora and KP and Anthony C. I'm not finished with it yet, and all I want to do is like write and write on it
and write. Yeah, for me it's a lot easier to write fan fiction. Right, it's easier. I'm kind of, that's another reason why I'm not really going to be doing art from like later on, because it's a lot easier to write than it is to draw.
Yeah.
It takes for like those pictures that I made for the last update for that, with all the snow and the lighting effects and all the shading and stuff. It takes me about at least 3 hours to do per picture. So I'm just like, I don't want to spend 3 hours on each individual picture for the entire arc.
Yeah.
So pretty much I'm going to be doing a lot more text and less pictures.
It used to be where I would update the story once a month, but now since I've started school again, I haven't had time to write. So
Oh, and thank you, Iris, for reminding me. And yeah, like the extra stuff that I did on FOBEquestria, specifically the staff ship Saturdays, if I could talk.
Yeah, I looked for that. I couldn't find it.
Facebook on the FOB. Are you talking about on the Tumblr you couldn't find it, or on
I looked on my Facebook. I couldn't find it. I mean, I found the FOBEquestria, like I found their site, but I couldn't find anything about the staff ship Saturdays. So, I don't know. I find it eventually. I'm good at finding. If I want to find something, I will find it, no matter what it takes.
Eventually.
Like I have special super stalker skills.
You're like Pinkie Pie, can find whatever she's trying to look for quickly.
Speaking of Pinkie Pie, I was gonna bring this up earlier. But in the episode, the one where Pinkie knows, that just wasn't a good episode for me. That just
Oh yeah, I was
interesting.
cringing at the episode, like, just
Yeah.
why did you have to make it such a big deal about the scavenger hunt? You didn't need to have that scavenger hunt. You just put Pinkie through more torment.
Yeah.
Like, really? Pinkie may not be my most favorite, but really, it was a good Pinkie episode to an extent, but yeah, it was no.
It was the same thing over and over again.
That again, Shining Armor and Cadence making mistakes.
I mean,
like not using a condom. I mean, what?
Yeah. Pretty much what you just said.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was good to an extent, but a lot of the reviewers pointed this out. They're like, but it's the same thing over and over, her trying to hide it and barely being able to hide it.
Yeah, the antics were funny at first, but then they got old pretty quick.
Pretty quickly.
Pretty quick.
If anyone who's watching this or will watch this, if you want to read my fan fiction, it's Wattpad Dreamwriter 24, capital D, capital W. And I'm going to be writing several more once I finish that one.
Well, why don't you send me the name on through Skype, and I'll put it in the description right now.
Okay.
Because like everything I have is in the description right now, except from Instagram, but I don't use Instagram, so that's why.
Yeah. Let's see.
And really, I don't use Twitter either. Just whenever I upload a video, it alerts, it uploads like a links to like, hey, here's the video from Michelle, watch it. So pretty much just the advantage of getting like, oh, she posted a video right now, watch it right now, or whenever you can.
I have not figured out how to connect my YouTube to my Twitter or
Facebook. It's kind of easy when you're uploading a video. You can say yes, share it to Twitter, share it to Facebook, and then you can connect it to whichever one. I just connected it from my Facebook because it's like my Facebook and not my Facebook page. So I have yet to change it if I can change it. So if I can change it, I'm going to change it to my Facebook page. So so people on my Facebook will be able to, because I have like almost a let's check Facebook. You know what? Let's check how many followers I have on Facebook, because I haven't checked in a long time. Last I checked, I think it was in the thousands. So
the only reason I even got Facebook was for pony stuff, and I haven't really used it hardly at all. Another thing about the fanfiction is once I start my fanfiction account, I am planning to do a collab with Inky Pie. She's written some fan fictions about Bronyville, tales of Bronyville. So you can check her out.
I have 1,233 likes, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I always go like on my Instagram or Twitter or something. I'm like, why does this have likes? This is just a random thing I said. Why are people liking this?
But I think I'm going to why does it just show my face on that? Whatever. But I'm gonna do more videos on YouTube, like the hand drawn pictures, because I do that a lot now. Yeah, because like with the happy birthday A Stroke, which if some people recognize him, yes, it's the same character as Jordan from the old like Princess Shelley, because yes, I shamelessly had a stupid alicorn princess. If I could spell Canvis right.
Yeah, I always spell it with an I. It's actually part of how I got into the fandom, but I'm gonna make a video about that. So
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I used to have an Alicorn OC, shameless, full of shame, full of shame. I don't like that OC. It's not canon to me anymore.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say something, and I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Don't worry, same here.
Oh man. Oh, what I'm gonna start my channel out doing, I'm gonna do the who are videos. So I'm gonna be like, who is Dr. Wolf? Who is I Love Composable Law? Who is Incros? And I'm gonna
like a review of their channel somewhat.
Yeah. And then I'll like try to start making
Your own
videos.
My own. So you're technically analyzing the analysis community.
Did you see Silver Quill's video where he's like, "Oh, I'm not an analyzer, I'm a reviewer." It's like two completely different things.
Yeah, I agree with him. He's kind of a reviewer too, because he doesn't analyze it. He's not like, this could have been this way and that could have been that way, like the analytics of it.
Yeah.
He's more like, this is what I thought about it. Is that what do you guys think about it? This is what happened. This is how I feel it could have been different. He has an opinion. Analysis is supposed to be technically unbiased. So you're supposed to discuss.
I asked them on like a podcast, like, what's the difference between reviewing and analyzing? And so I think I like the reviewing idea better than the analyzing idea.
Yeah,
so,
I like reviewing, but I can't really do it myself because I can't really get like the video capture of like the episode, and I don't really want to deal with like people like Hasbro being like, that's our content, lawsuit. So I'm just like, okay, I am going to do this and headcanons with just still frame pictures. Boom. And I originally wanted to do more of that, but I'm just like, I'm lazy. Nah.
One thing you can use for clips and stuff is Clip Converter. I know how to like download clips and stuff. I just don't know how to put them in the editing and then make them like small. Like I don't know how to make them like.
I think you need like a different program for that.
I've only downloaded like a million different programs, but they've all had to be free because I'm too cheap to.
Yeah, I don't know about the free programs. If you, New Vegas, and I forgot what Firebrand uses, because apparently Firebrand's thing is really good. I just don't know what it is, and I know it costs like $60. I could always ask him. It's like, hey, could you transfer me the files and stuff, and blah blah blah, like he did with our old friend. And I was like, nah, I don't want to bother Josh. I'm good. I don't really want to use it for video editing anymore anyway. So, meh.
Yeah. Part of me is just like desperate just because like I want to have something to do in my free time. I really, in my heart, I really want to make these videos and like share my opinion with other people. But at the same time, part of me is like, I'm too lazy. I'm too cheap. I don't want to pay this money to have to do all this editing stuff. And then once I do get like editing programs, it's really hard for me to figure it out. Like I'll have to Google step by step what to do. Like I'll have to Google, how do I put the audio in here? How do I insert, this thing here? And yeah.
Yada, 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 yada. Yeah.
All right.
All the beginning problems, but yeah.
Yeah. Wow, the stream has gone on way longer than I expected.
Yeah, it always does.
That's fine. I mean, I have nothing to do.
Yeah, like I said, my parents are out. I don't have anything to do. Not like I have a job. Wish I did, but I don't. But yeah, it's did we want to cut it here, or because we don't really have anything else to talk about?
Yeah. If you want to, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I guess we could also, I have some things that I've been developing for my Tumblr. I guess I could, because not a lot of people watch this. Clearly it's only Prism right now, so.
But there will be more watchers because I looked at the view counts of your other ones and there were like 400 views, so.
Maybe, but yeah, but that's in the later future, and not a lot of them. A lot of them are just like, oh, I'm on YouTube. What is she doing? Like, not a lot of them are actually Tumblr followers, I think, If they are, sorry, because I can't really tell who you guys are. But yeah, I guess I could talk about other things like what I'm planning for future arcs and stuff if you don't mind the spoilers.
No, go right ahead.
Yeah, plus it's not like these are coming out anytime soon. So I guess for this, no, I won't spoil this current arc because it's what's going on now. But yeah, the future arcs pretty much Hoodwink gets out of stone. This is the one that I'm like currently working on. She's trying to get into the military. She's trying to go into the Night Guards. She discovers how it's technically fair, but it's not fair. She's being introduced to like the new democracy and how people think, and it's
Is
like
this
it's not
backstory or like?
it's not really backstory, but it's like her finally getting out of the statue.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like she's there, and she goes through this. She goes through this obstacle course, and she uses her magic, of course, because she's like, "Oh, I have magic. I'm gonna use it." And the person who is helping her out, who is a Pegasus and one of the personal bodyguards of Luna, who's of course also there, is like, "Okay, that was great. So do it again without magic." And she utterly fails like the first obstacle that she can't use her magic on. And then so she falls into this mud pit, and and the guy is flying above her like so he can have like a bird's point of view. And he's like, "Wow, you suck at this." And she's like, "Hey, how come you're using your wings?" And it's like, "Well, I'm not doing the course right now. If I were to do the course, I wouldn't use my wings." And he's like, and then Hoodwink pretty much goes off on a rant like, "That's so stupid. If I have my magic, I should use my magic. And if you have your rings, you should be able to use your wings." But then he explains, and Princess Luna explains, because Princess Luna is also trifled by this, because Princess Luna and Hoodwink are pretty much on the same arc. They're trying to figure out how Equestria works now, modern time.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, this is before like lunar eclipse. So like,
yeah, I saw something about it on your Tumblr, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds so cool. I'm gonna check this out."
Yeah, let's see, because I should have it on. This is another thing that I was looking up. If you know any mystical beings that are half horse and half cat, please alert me, because that's another thing that I came up with.
Half cat?
I know. I'm trying to figure. I will explain later, but let's go to Google Drive and look at this real fast, because I can also explain better when I'm looking at it if I have it. So let's see, redirecting Google Drive. If you'd like to load faster. Okay, there we go.
You said you use GIMP for your art, right?
Yep.
I have GIMP. I just don't know how to use it.
Yeah, I know. It took me a while. It took me a long time to get to how to use it, but I could help you out after we're done with this broadcast, because it'd probably be more inconvenient for the viewers in the future to be like, ah. But let's see, shared at school, because I work on it at school, and we have stupid school Chromebooks that we can't do anything on. So I write things for school when I'm at school and not doing anything. I share it with here as well, if it'd like to load, which it's not loading. So, but yeah, so pretty much that's one thing.
Oh, sorry. You'd think that since I go to a private school, we would have like tablets and all this technological stuff.
You don't.
But we don't, yeah. They have them in like in enrichment and like the younger kids, but like for high school, they
all of California, or at least Southern California in our district, is like, okay, Chromebooks. Now.
I feel like I would hate using those.
No, they're okay for like doing work. Like my dad, most of his classes, actually all of his classes, all of the stuff in his class besides the tests, revolve around the Chromebook, and he does it very efficiently. So, and it also gives him more time to it makes it have less time for him to grade, because it's all done by the computer, snap. He just doesn't have, all he has to grade is like the analysis questions, like explain how you got this answer, and explain why this answer works, which is mainly for calculus.
Yeah.
So yada yada yada. No one likes calculus. Hackmanite background. That's the Hackmanite is my fan character for Steven Universe. Story draft ideas. That's just ideas. This is my favorite one. The Return of the Crystal Empire and those Clydesdale arc. Remember those Clydesdales I was hand drawing a while ago? Yeah, those aren't random characters. They're they have a story. Okay, here. Gala/Freedom.
I just want to say to Iris real quick. I know it's really late, but happy birthday. I was gonna draw a piece of fan art for you, but I just haven't had the time with school and everything. And I'm sorry. I will get to it eventually. And I'm sorry this is so late, but yeah, happy belated birthday and everything.
Same thing. I didn't know it was her birthday. I didn't know when, so I was just like, oh, I feel
A couple
like
weeks ago, and I was gonna do a piece of fan art. I couldn't because I had a whole bunch of stuff going on at school and like family and stuff.
Here we go, finally. Yeah, pretty much.
I could probably do it
Also, okay, in this arc, pretty much, yeah, she's just getting back into the military. She's figuring out how to use her magic. In the very end of this arc that I've gotten so far, she's trying to, because with the special illusion magic she can use after the present arc, the Winter Ball arc that she has, she can use illusion magic, and as her illusion magic strengthens, she can put images in your head. Like she can show you memories of herself, and she can see your memories if you allow her.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of OP, but it'll be explained later because a lot of people, when I told people that, they're like, "Isn't that dark magic? Isn't that going to corrupt her?" Pretty much the new magic that she gets in this arc is like the opposite of dark magic. It's the good dark magic. It's like witchcraft. It's witchcraft, but like good witches, like there's the wicked witch of the west, and then there's the good witch. There's a good witch in Wizard of Oz. Okay, let's see. And then just to read this, I need a proper facility to show my skills. Hoodwink demands. We don't know what a proper
of your essay. Is this like a fan fiction?
Yeah, this is like what all I write. All I pretty much write is Hoodwink's adventures. So so my fan fiction is Hoodwink Tales, and there's gonna be a section for like all the tales that I've written for Hoodwink eventually. And then we don't know what a proper unicornian course looks like though, Shooting Star said. Well, it looks like it's here, I'll show you. Hoodwink tried to explain. Hoodwink locked eyes with Shooting Star and twisted her face in concentration. What are you doing? Shooting Star looked at her confused. Pretty much she's trying to show him the illusion or her memories of what the course looks like, but because she just broke out of stone, she's like still weak and unable to use her illusion magic, which kind of throws her into a panic too, because she's like, did I lose my illusion magic? Oh god.
Oh.
The illusion magic is what gave her cutie mark, is because the current arc that I'm on now is the prologue for that fight that she had with Ironhoof a long time ago.
That sounds cool. I am looking for you on FanFiction right now, and I cannot find anything about it.
If you go on my Tumblr page, there's a little button to go to it.
Okay.
Because I finally figured out how to do buttons.
Technology!
Oh, Iris is 20 now? Good on you. One more year away from getting drinks.
Yes.
That's the great thing about my boyfriend being 22. He can buy me drinks if I want.
Yeah. Are you going to that play or not?
What time is it?
5 o'clock. By the time you eat, you get over there, it'll be 7.
We're waiting.
Probably Yamate.
Okay.
You need to wrap it up.
All right. Okay.
When can you wrap it up?
In the next 30 minutes?
No, in the next 10.
All right.
In the next 10. You've been on that all afternoon. It's time to wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
10 minutes.
All right.
It's 10:05, 5 o'clock. So.
Well, if you heard that.
Yeah, I heard that. All right, we can wrap it up. Pretty much, I'll just explain like what goes on, or like the next few arcs that I have. pretty much just what they are. So, okay, let's see. Let's try to put this in order. So, Gala Freedom Arc, Hoodwink gets free. She goes to the Grand Galloping Gala. She finds Luna. She gets arrested. And then she tries to rejoin the military when Luna clears her name. Let's see. What's the next art? The Krista. No, I haven't written it out yet. But Hoodwink, when Discord comes back for the second time, Hoodwink tries to attack him. She gets trapped in stone again off some misfire. But she's quickly revived because, this is the second time happening and they know what to do. Yeah, and then the next one is, I haven't decided if I want any more in between, but the next one is pretty much Return of the Crystal Empire arc, where she goes because, this kind of makes sense too, because she's a personal friend of Luna. Luna doesn't like the looks of how the Crystal Empire is going to go down, so she sends Hoodwink as a spy. And so then Hoodwink finds an old friend. It's supposed to be Aetherius from this current arc, kind of reborn, but because Aetherius, the person that he's one of the FOB members that I don't really like anymore. So I'm changing his character to a random character. So that's going to be changed. But she pretty much finds him again. They talk for a bit, but then the Clydesdale arc comes immediately after that. She sees a Clydesdale who she thinks is lost in the snow, who is really just examining the Northern Lights. And then she goes back to Clydesdale. She tries to follow the Clydesdale, almost dies in the snow, but that Clydesdale saves her. So then she goes to Clydesdale because that's where the town's called. They even have a little bit where it's like, so what's this town called? Clydesdale. No, what's the town's name? Clydesdale. Yeah, yada yada. She does that. She saves them from Sombra, because she encounters Sombra while walking in the Crystal Empire, and Sombra tries to attack her, but because of her illusion magic, she gets the better of him, and she shoots a piece of dark magic off of him. And her magic combines with his magic to make Maximus, which is one of the children that Hoodie has. So, but he's evil, so she destroys him and eliminates Sombra for good this time. Because, also his horn that flies off at the end of the episode combines with the puddle, which gives him his final form. So, yeah, that happens.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then the baby arc is where Hoodwink discovers she's been pregnant this entire time with Neon Shield's baby, and yes, they got it freaky, but she didn't know she was pregnant because of being in stone. This baby was also stoned. So what happens is the Clydesdale arc revives the baby. And then that happens. That's the latest arc, and then skip a bunch of timelines. The deer arc. So she encounters magical deer that are humongous and live to be like 20 feet tall. But and then the half cat and the half pony one was a thing that I came up last night. I haven't found any mystical beings to name them after. But I'm either gonna figure out another name, or I'm gonna name them after some sort of big cat. Or kind of like a hippogriff, but hippo feline, something like that, or call them a savannah, blah blah blah. Yeah, and then also she encounters griffins. She retires from the military long before this. She becomes a messenger of Princess Luna and a business pony, and sort of, kind of, not really. And she goes around for Princess Luna, sells things, teaches swordsmanship. I think I'm gonna make her she teaches and distributes things that you can use illusion magic with. So magician stuff, like what Trixie uses, but better, a lot better. I actually thought about doing a thing where she meets Trixie and she teaches her better.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
And she teaches her better tricks and kind of helps Trixie forgive herself for what she's done. So I probably will do that. But
that would be cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've had planned so far. yeah, Hoodwink gets into all sorts of trouble and saves the day. She becomes even like she had in that freedom arc. There's actually another part of it where Hoodwink meets that bat pony thing, and she Nightwing, which was the old officer's name, is technically the N word of Equestria. So yeah, that's a thing. And she tries to figure out what history has depicted her as, and old history, like right after Equestria was discovered, not the Alicorn sisters come along, they write out Hoodwink as a stallion to cover up what she really was. But of course, it's corrected later, like centuries later, but she's still really pissed about it. So then she goes out and blah, 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 rants, and Princess Celestia is like, okay, stop ranting, stop being a little brat. We corrected it. Calm your tits. But yeah, so that's what I've had so far, and I think I've been done with your picture for a good half hour now.
All right.
But yeah, that's how it looks so far. So this
great.
This is the only podcast that I've actually finished the picture in.
Oh, it's because we've been talking so much.
Well, no, the other ones I've had more work to do, so I'd finish the pony,
true.
but then like I'd do the background later.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's done, just with this little black details in the background and the signature. Then I'll send it to you after I do the signature, but this is about time to end it before your dad comes in and yells at you.
Yeah. Sorry for that again.
It's fine.
Thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, it's cool. And then whenever you're available again, I can help you out with GIMP.
All right, cool. I will, I guess we could talk sometime soon, maybe later.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
Yep. Bye. See you later. And see you later too, audience.